Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Hideous Thoughts here, coming at you with another Black Desert Online video for console. In today's video, we've got a viewer requested video, and this comes at the request by Richard Castlej. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name, buddy. But guys, so Richard requested this video, and essentially what we're going to be talking about today is strength, stamina, and health. So we're kind of stepping away from all the hype and confusion of season servers and current events, and we're going back to basics, and we're going to be talking about strength, stamina, and health. And essentially what we're going to be looking at today is what you can do to get those and increase those. Alright guys, so if this video helped you out, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Just double check that you've hit that subscribe button. Maybe you think you have, but actually you haven't. And hit the bell button so you get notified when future videos go live. Guys, if you have any more requests for videos, just drop it in the comments below, and we'll get those, and I'll give you a shout out for requesting the video. Alright guys, so let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we need to talk about is what does strength, stamina, and health do? So if you come into the My Info window of your character, you're going to see the fitness up there. And one says breath, one says strength, and one says health. Okay, so it's not stamina, but essentially the breath, what this does, if I move my character around, you see this bar that pops up towards the bottom of the screen? It's got a bunch of numbers and it's slowly decreasing. This is your stamina. Now, certain skills like sprinting, for example, if I sprint, you're going to see that the stamina bar is going to go down. This works the same for like swimming and other activities, but more importantly, it's for certain skills. Okay, so when you're doing combat, stamina is really important, because if you run out of stamina, you kind of screw yourself, and you can't do any skills. And in a PvP situation, in a fast-paced situation like PvP, running out of stamina or something like that that's the end of it. That's game over. Okay, so basically, let's take a look at the other one. So that's what the breath is your stamina. So the strength equates to your LTs, how much weight that you can carry. Certain things in the game have specific weight. So for example, the Burning Moonlight Blackstones right here, they've got a 0.35 LT. So different things have different weights. Some are heavier than others. For example, like weapons. This has got a 1.00 LT, 1.5. So certain things are heavier than others, and certain things take up more weight, more space. So you really need as much weight capacity as you can, especially when you're grinding monsters. You want to be able to carry as much trash loot as you can before you have to go back to your horse or your camel or something, unload all of your trash loot, and then start again, right? The more times you have to stop grinding, the more it slows you down. That means less silver per hour, because you have to like go and unload and then come back. So you really want to have as much weight capacity as possible, and that's what the strength is. And the health is essentially your HP bar. The more health you have, the higher that health bar, the more your HP will increase. Alright, so now that we understand what each of those three are, we've got to talk about how you get them. Well, the easiest one to explain is the breath. Breath essentially comes down to just running around. Okay, this is how you get breath. As you're running around, you're getting XP towards your breath. So this is something that's really important for new players to start off with when you're starting the game, or you have a new character. It's really, I want to say, it's really important to try to forget about horses for the time being, and just run everywhere, run as much as you can, because the more you run, the more of that breath XP you're going to get, which means you're going to get more stamina. You really want to get as much stamina as possible, because not only for like combat situations, just like general quality of life, if you're trying to get somewhere as fast as possible without a horse, having more stamina is it's really going to benefit you, and having less stamina really sucks because it slows you down a lot. So that's essentially how you're going to work on your breath, is just running everywhere. Just run as much as you can. Alright, And okay, so now let's talk about the next one. So the next one is the strength. Well, how do we increase our strength? What we're going to do is we're going to come down here. We're going to set a waypoint to the trade manager. So here we are at the trade manager. What you want to do is you want to come into trade. Now, actually taking a look at these goods here, you're going to see it says trade master 15, master 11, master 12. So these actually have a restriction on them, which means you can't buy them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to a different character that's going to be able to talk to a trade manager. Alright guys, so here we are, we're on our other character and we're in front of the trade manager here. So basically what we're going to do now is, again, we're going to talk to him, we're going to go into trade. And when we go into trade, we're going to see different items here. A lot of them have, like, again, the restrictions on them, but you just want to basically get ones that don't have any restrictions, or ones that you're able to get depending on your trade level. Alright, so we can just go ahead and grab one of these. Now, also note, it's this is a good way to get kind of knowledge on certain things. So we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to buy one of these, and I'm going to go to purchase, and there you go. Alright, so now what that has done, because I have a trade item in my inventory, trade items slow you down a lot like this, and they're really heavy, and you can't really, like, you can jog like this, but that's about as fast as you can go. You use stamina very quickly. So guys, basically what you want to do, you want to do this also in a safe zone. And look, here we go. We got someone from my guild doing this as well. That's Dera. Shout out to Dera. He's an absolute legend. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to come into your world map, and you want to set like an auto path. To do that, what you want to do is you want to press L2 and square, or it's RT and X on Xbox, I believe. Okay, so we can go ahead. If you set a normal waypoint, it's going to be blue. The auto path is going to be green. So you can go ahead and you can just set yourself an auto path. Then what you do is you just go ahead, and that alt or that character, depending on which one you want to do, is then just going to follow that auto path, and he's going to just go backwards and forwards, and that's how you're going to get some strength. Alright, is just by literally trade. You can do this AFK overnight or something like that when you're, when you're at work, or if you're going to the shops, just grab a trade item, do some AFK strength training. But this is how you get your strength up. And guys, the earlier levels, it doesn't really take that long to do it. You do get a fair amount of XP from doing this. But this is the way that you'd get your strength up. So once he gets to the end of this waypoint that you can see where the line is, he's just going to turn around, go back. Like that. So he's just going to keep following this path over and over and over again until you tell him to stop. And that's how you would get your strength up. So now what you can do once you finish that is you can come into your inventory, and we're going to see this. This is the trade item right here. So we can just click on this. Depending on its grade, trade item knowledge gives you a permanent discount. Okay, we're good with that. Alright, so we've got rid of that, and you can see that we've also got the knowledge on there as well. Alright, so that's how you would get rid of that item. And then the last one that we need to talk about is the health. So taking a look at the health, you can see this one is pretty low. I haven't really done too much on this. This is my farming character, so I haven't really done anything on this. But health essentially is gained by eating food. So if you guys have got meals in your inventory, cron meals, for example, you can use cron meals. Any kind of meals will get your health up. Another one that you can do is this soft bread here. I like to keep this in my inventory. It does have like an increased stamina effect, but to be honest, like, I'm normally just smash this bread when I'm not doing anything in particular. I'll just keep eating bread, and it's a good way to get some XP. You can use the moist milk bread if you want. Moist. And you can just do that, but any kind of meals, guys. Cron meals, if you guys are doing a lot of combat, then cron meals are a really good one to use. So you can grab yourself some of these cron meals. These have some really good buffs for combat and like grinding monsters and stuff like that, with the extra AP monster AP and all that sort of stuff. If you're doing any life skills, you want to use some seafood meals. So you're going to get all these benefits, but on top of that, you also, every meal that you consume is going to contribute towards your health, and that's going to increase your HP over time. So the more meals you eat, the more your HP is going to grow over time. Now, there is also another way that you guys can do this, but this is capped up to a certain limit. So these are these juices right here. Now, occasionally the game will give these to you, so you can just grab these and you can use them. Like, I can't accept this because this is a Corsair event, so these need to be accepted by Corsair. But once you've accepted it, you can put it into your storage and you can use it on any character. So we've got the fresh orange juice, which contributes towards your health, greatly increases health XP, but you got to note that you can only use this up until your health is level 29. Right, the next one over is the sweet wild berry juice. You can get this and greatly increases your breath XP, which is again your stamina. And the last one is the sour green grape juice, which greatly increases strength XP, and that is the weight capacity of your characters. Now, the game often gives these to us as rewards. I'm not sure if there's any in the attendance rewards. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, so here's another way that you can get them. You can come into the shop, into the Pearl shop right here, and we're going to come down to loyalties. Now, loyalties, you get 200 loyalties every day. So what you can do, come all the way down, and you're going to see all those juices right here. The sour green grape juice, the sweet wild berry juice, and the fresh orange juice. And these are 100 loyalties each. So, you know, if you were grabbing 2 of these every day, then you'd be using just, you know, your 200 loyalties or whatever. Occasionally the game gives us extra loyalties as part of events, but there you go. That's where you can grab these. So you can see that they are all exactly the same right there. All right, guys. So that's explaining the 3 important aspects of character development: your breath, your strength, and your health. Very important to do all of these, and especially for newer players, this is something that you definitely want to be focusing on in the early game, because it's really going to help you on later on, like when you're getting down to the crunch time where you just want to make as much silver as possible. You don't really want to be doing AFK strength training or something like this. So make sure you just focus on that as early as you possibly can. Get them up, get the levels up as high as you can, guys, and that's really going to help your character development and then just your gameplay in general. Alright, guys, but enough of my rambling. That's it for this video. Give us a thumbs up if this helped you out. Subscribe to the channel, and thanks again to Richard for recommending this video. And as always, guys, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.